finished off, and hopefully you guys will rejoin me. I'm very, very sorry that it just went. All right, well, pop back on as soon as you can, and let's see how we go this time. Okay, people are starting to pop back on. I'm very sorry that it went. I don't even know if it saved the first one that we did. I don't know. Hi Kay, I'm back. Technology. And I know it wasn't me, didn't do anything wrong, just the live stream just stopped. Hey Shirley. So I don't know if it's actually lost the first part because I never saved it because it just died. So that may have all been lost. So let's get this turned around. I'll quickly do my new creation and I'll see if I can salvage the old one, and if I can, there'll be part 1 and part 2. Okay, and what I was about to show you was how to use this beautiful friendship set to do a watercolored card. So hey again, Michelle. Yeah, I know. You just sometimes it is what it is, right? That's what happens. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna swing it around and let's see how we go. Here we go. Oh, you get to look at my ceiling first, and then my table. All right. So in case it doesn't save my first ones, this is what we made in part 1. We did these just simply stamped cards with the beautiful friendship stamp set. This one here, that is retiring, but if you're in Australia, it's marked down from $38 to $34.20. I don't know if it's marked down elsewhere, but it is here. So yeah, it's a beautiful set, and like I said earlier, I have never seen a bad card made with this set. So I've just made these couple of cards. If you were watching, I hope you enjoyed seeing how they were put together. I'm just going to, like I said, make this up as I go along. I'm going to start with the coral, and let's just see how we go. So there's a couple of different things you could do with this. I'm using Fluid 100 watercolor paper. That's this stuff here. I love this stuff. If you hear like the sound of what sounds like Christmas, like jingle bells, it's actually my kitten behind me who has a bell on his collar, and I tried to leave him locked out of the room, but that didn't work very well because he was meowing at the door because he wanted to come in. So he's in, he just might jingle a little bit. All right, so I've just done this in coral, and I've got my water pens here, or a couple of them, and we're just going to give it a little bit of squeeze so that the water comes through the pen. This is a brand new one. I probably should have tested it, but yeah, it's working fine. And then just go over it very, very roughly with your water pen. So it gives it a little bit more of a watercolored look. I'm going over it, but it also brightens it up. It makes it go really, really bright. And let's see how our pear pizzazz looks with that as well. Same thing, I'm going to guess, is probably going to happen. I haven't actually tried pear pizzazz with the water yet. I'm actually going to use my rose, single rose in the yellow. That's so saffron, and once again, what we're kind of doing is like muddying it up a little bit, and it takes on more of a watercolor look than it already had. Ah, yes. Well, do you know what? With our little kitten, it's more that it's not because he's really a big hunter. He's not even allowed outside. But it's more that we need to know where he is because he's really naughty, and he's always very, very curious, and he's always into stuff he shouldn't be in. Always. So I'm just going over this with my water pen really, really loosely, and it just gives it a little bit more of a bit of a more watercolored look than it already has. So you can see that works quite well. This would need to dry because it's now quite wet. I did get a bit of a smudge here, and I'm thinking, what could I put on top of that? Maybe we'll use a little bit of there's a couple of different little stamps here that we could use. I'm going to try this. I'm going to pop this one here that's over the top of the smudge, and let's get a bit of water running through. And oh, that Highland Heather really comes up quite a bit, doesn't it? All right, just like that. Okay, so it just gives you an idea of how that would look if you were to add water on watercolor paper to give it that real punchier watercolor look. And let's use the stamp that we did before, the one that said beautiful friendship. I love our beautiful friendship. There you go. There we go. And I'm going to let that dry, and I might come back to it later. We'll see how that comes up. And then I wanted to try one last thing, and I haven't done this before, so quite often when I'm here on my videos live, that's when I decide it's time to experiment with something. It probably isn't the best time to experiment with something, but that's, I don't know, this is my idea of fun anyway. Oh no! No! Okay, is it working again? I think it's working again. All right. So I need, it's a sign. It's a sign that I need to hurry up and get this finished and do it. Get it done. Okay. So one last time. I've got this stamp cleaned off. I'm going to do it in the Highland Heather, which is the lighter colour. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the lighter colour. Oh, I'm going to roll it around a little bit in the darker colour. I want a bit of darker colour on there. Alright, so it doesn't look very light when you stamp it like this. Sorry, it doesn't look very dark, I should say. Going back to my... And you're thinking, yeah, I've seen this before. But what I thought I'd do is just muck around and see what it looks like if we spritz it. There we go. Now I've got a spritzer here with some water in it. Just make sure it's spritzing out okay, and let's see what happens if we do that. So that's going to give us a really, it's going to run, it's going to give us a really interesting look. You don't want to go too crazy with your water, but just until it starts to run. Can you see that happening? Bring it up closer. It's a little bit fuzzy. You can't see it too well. I'm actually going to wait for this to dry, stamp my sentiment, probably run it through a textured embossing folder, and then I'll put this card together. So I've actually got 4 cards that I've made in record quick time. I am sorry about the technical problems we've had tonight. My suggestion is let's me put these cards together, post them up for you. I've got to go pick up my son from a birthday party anyway, so yeah, let's call it a night. And then I'll be back on Friday night on Facebook. I don't seem to have as many technical issues on Facebook lately as I do on YouTube. It used to be the other way around, but lately it's been this way. So funny, isn't it, how that works? So this is the set that we've played with tonight, just really quick and simple. It's called Beautiful Friendship. If you're in Australia and you're wanting to get hold of this before it retires and before it sells out, grab it now. It's in the online store. I'll put all the details of that in the description below. Or you can go to my blog or Facebook page and there's links there to shop now. But the awesome thing about it is marked down, and it did say when I looked last that it's low in inventory, which means that it is getting low in stock, so you want to grab it quick. All right, so it probably is my last chance to play with this tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll be back with more for you soon. See you during the week sometime. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.